That was the scene in California's Mojave Desert 5 years ago. Our historic first view of the newcomer's ship. Theirs was a slave ship carrying 250,000 beings bred to adapt and labor in any environment. But they've washed ashore on Earth with no way to get back to where they came from. And in the last 5 years, the newcomers have become the latest addition to the population of Los Angeles.
Looking good, Carl.
Thank you very much, Marty.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Push, push. Come on, Bert. There you go. There you go. Come on, come on. Come on. One more. Come on. Come on. Bring it up. Bring it. All right. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up.
You did good.
Don't worry. Take a minute. We'll do another set, all right?
May I?
Use the machines.
I like free weights. I've been waiting.
Woo. Let him have his turn.
Next thing you know, they'll be letting gorillas in here.
Wow.
You know, they start competing, they're gonna blow us away.
Take the weight off.
Don't bother.
Victor.
Let's do it. All right. There you go. Come on. There you go. Come on, two more. There you go. One. There you go. There you go. Easy up. All right. All right. Way to go.
Ooh. Killer.
Thirsty. Hey. Hey. Where do you keep this? The freezer?
They all say that. You can come in now, Mrs. Francisco.
How's my knee move?
He's fine. I say he has about 3 weeks left.
I feel like a whale. And these stretch marks.
You look very handsome.
His body's going through tremendous changes. I haven't met a man yet who didn't feel like a whale.
A little noise sets me on edge. And I used to love the smell of tripe. Now it makes me sick.
Heightened senses usually accompany the end of the first phase of incubation.
It wasn't like this with Buck or Emily.
George, you know every incubation is different.
You're close to phase 2 now, the rising of the Hafakata. This is a special time. Think about the miracle that's going on inside of you. Are you on paternity leave?
No, not yet. I'm concerned about leaving my partner with all of the work.
Well, it would be good for you to go away. Go to the desert. Enjoy the end of your pregnancy.
She's right. You know, I can't go because of work, but you can.
You think about it.
When I left Detroit, I got the phone number from one of the stewardesses. Oh, what a fox. She lives in some place called Huntington Beach. Is that around here?
Yeah, not far.
Don't worry, she's got a friend. Oh, you remember Melinda Waters, that stewardess? Oh, was she hot? And her little sister?
Oh, she threw my back out. I needed traction.
Yes.
Well, this is where I work. Captain's office, lockup.
Oh, yeah. Who loves your baby, huh? Say, just book him, Dano. Go ahead, make my day.
It's not quite so exciting.
Oh, it's better than retail. Oh, gosh. I've only seen pictures. We don't have any in Detroit.
Get used to them. Here you go, Pally. Here's the car. I'll be home around 6, huh?
Sergeant Sykes, about George's baby shower. It's not a Tank-Denise tradition. I don't know exactly what to do.
Look, can we talk about that later?
But it's this Sunday, and I want it to be nice for him.
For him? What, George is the guy and you're giving him a baby shower?
George is what you'd call pregnant.
Pregnant?
Oh, he's a newcomer. It's kind of complicated. Look, Albert, I'm letting you use my apartment, but I don't know anything about showers. So I'm sure whatever you do will be fine.
Matt. Grazer wants to see us.
Let me guess, you're George.
Yes, and you're?
This is my old pal, Nick Coletta. We grew up together in Detroit. Nick's out here visiting. This is my partner, George Francisco.
Oh, you didn't tell me you had one for a partner. He's pregnant. So, can I? Feels like real skin.
Matt, Grazer?
Yeah. Look, I'll see you tonight.
Hey, wait. Can I?
No, you may not.
Sorry, you know how men are when they're pregnant.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
A pregnant newcomer male is entitled to a paid 6-week paternity leave. Have you decided when to start yours?
How about today? You're really blimping up, George.
Matt, I can't just abandon you.
Hey, no sweat. There's a lot of guys who could cover for you.
How about it, Francisco?
I am still in phase 1. The Hafakata, or what you would call the fetus, is still low. I'm perfectly capable of performing my duties.
Hey, I don't want this avocado popping up around me.
I still have 3 weeks of incubation left. There is nothing to worry about. Partner.
Look, George, we're cops. We're men. We're people who are supposed to take us serious.
What he's trying to say is a pregnant male in our society is,
Something you will have to get used to. I intend to continue working until the 2nd phase of my pregnancy.
Have it your way. A human kid at County passed out at a gym. Blood tests show a high level of
Cocleatulia.
Yeah, newcomer male hormone.
Why would humans take it?
Well, like steroids, using it to buff up.
Polish themselves?
Put on muscle.
The effects are worse than steroids. It can cause liver damage, arthritis, temporary psychosis. It also seems to be physically addictive. Find out who's dealing it.
When are they gonna let me out of here?
Just relax.
I've got to train. I got a competition next week, remember?
Victor Winkos? Yeah. I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. Will you excuse us?
They're my friends. It's cool.
Whatever. Your friends have names?
Karina Bowen.
And Don Zimmer. Why? Your blood test showed a high level of newcomer male hormone.
We'd like to know where you scored it.
Look, guys, I'm through with that stuff.
Good. And where'd you get it? Somebody at the gym?
Maybe out of town. I got it on the street, okay? I didn't know the guy.
Yeah, sure. Look, I know you think you've got your reasons for taking this stuff, but you're a young guy. You mess up your body now, that's all you got for the rest of your life, man.
I told you. I'm through with it.
Hey, officer. That a watermelon you hiding in there?
No, idiot. He's pregnant.
Ooh, excuse me.
Look, I catch you taking this stuff again, I'm bringing you in. Come on, George.
He's pregnant.
Most bodybuilders would never use drugs. there are a few still looking for that magic formula. It's gotten worse now with the newcomers here. Look, no offense, it's just that you guys are so much stronger. Our guys feel like wimps.
Were you aware that Victor Wenkos was using it?
No, absolutely not. Victor helps me manage this club, and I'm going to give him a chance. But if he doesn't stay clean, he's out of here. I've been a health nut for over 25 years. It's like a religion with me. I even manufacture and market my own line of vitamins and food supplements.
Oh, wow, I use these. These are great. Give you a lot of energy.
Look, I've got a diet formula that can help get rid of that old paunch.
I'm not fat. I'm pregnant.
Oh. Look, if I find anybody dealing that stuff in this place, you'll be the first to know.
Is this that puffing up you were talking about?
Buffing up, yeah.
Why do they do it? It certainly doesn't seem pleasurable.
It looks good. You know, manly. I wouldn't mind putting a couple inches on my chest.
Manly? This distortion of the body is considered manly?
Who's talking? What do you call that distortion? Bodybuilding's good for you. But like anything else, you can overdo it. Let's get some statements. You take that side.
Right.
I'm going to do one more centimeter. Take it down a quarter.
Here, let me help you with that.
Man, those mud wrestlers, God. You know, the redhead would have left with me if we hadn't got thrown out of that place. I mean, what's the big deal?
Nick, I warned you about getting in the ring with him.
Yeah. Listen, what do you say we have a little drink and then I'll call that stewardess?
It's 2 in the morning. I gotta work tomorrow.
No, you'll be fine. You don't need to sleep. Just take a hot shower in the morning. I know I saw a bottle of scotch right here. Here we go.
None for me.
Oh, Matt. You used to be such a fun guy. I mean, I don't know anymore. Hey, I met the newcomer neighbor today, Kathy, right?
Right.
Well, she likes you. Seems real friendly. So, you score with her?
What?
Did you have sex with her?
No.
Come on.
No.
Well, don't you want to?
Look, I'm tired.
I mean, once you get by that spotty head, she has got a great bottom. If she was my neighbor, I'd be all over her, and I do mean all over her.
I'm gonna brush my teeth.
Matt, Captain Grazer has just given us a new case. It seems a gambling ring is operating out of Palace clubs.
We already got a case.
According to Captain Grazer, it's no longer a priority. Victor Wenkos made a full recovery. Seems to be an isolated incident.
Well, you can start on the gambling thing. I'm not dropping our case.
Why is it so important to you?
I feel for these guys. I used to play football with them.
Football? Well, they're much younger than you are.
Guys like them. They go into a game, their knees shot full of Novocaine and cortisone.
They could have been seriously injured. Why would they do that?
It's this thing we got, George, about being a man. It starts the day you're born.
Excuse me, Sergeant Sykes. What color napkins should I get for the shower?
I don't know. It's your shower. What do you want?
Well, like maroon or beige.
Beige.
Matt, I'm not sure I understand your concept of being a man. It's solely a matter of gender.
Not on this planet. You gotta prove it here.
Ah, like some newcomer men. They don't feel truly masculine until after they've given birth.
I'm afraid, George, that giving birth doesn't quite cut it. You ever see movies? Remember Sylvester Stallone?
That beefy fellow with a headband always had a big gun.
Yeah. Remember that scene in First Blood when Stallone falls off a cliff? He's got this huge gash in his arm, and he sews himself up. You see, that's considered being a man.
Tell you the truth, Matt, I find his movies simplistic.
Why does everything have to be so complicated with you? You think too much. Women do that.
The hormone is a complex protein. Like insulin, it is possible to synthesize it, but it would require very sophisticated equipment. The simplest way to extract the hormone would be to get it from male newcomer blood.
So, I'm looking for a source of newcomer blood.
Yes. Excuse me.
Hi.
Oh, hello, Nick.
Hey, thanks for the sugar. I wanted to return your cup.
Thank you.
Hey, Matt, what are you doing? Well, I decided to bake a cake, and you didn't have any sugar.
You baked a cake?
Yeah.
It's a very old family recipe. Nick's great-great-grandmother brought it all the way across the plains.
How sweet. Kathy, I was just wondering if you weren't busy on Saturday night, if you'd like to have dinner with me.
Dinner? Well,
You don't mind, do you, Matt?
No, why should I mind?
Oh, great. Great.
I'd love to have dinner with you.
My back is killing me. Ankles are swollen. I have this awful ringing in my ears.
Funny, so do I. Hey, you wanted the kid? Stop bitching.
I shouldn't expect you to sympathize. You don't have to get up 5 times a night to urinate. You have no understanding of what I'm going through. You think men should fall off cliffs and sew themselves up?
George, don't cry. I hate it when you cry.
Well, I suppose it's not manly either.
Look, it's just these hormones or whatever running wild. That's all this is. Look, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Here, wipe your nose.
I don't need it. Don't worry, you won't see any more tears out of me.
Look, George, I'm sorry. I'm in a bad mood. I thought Nick, my old pal, came out to see me. What does he do? He goes and makes a date with Kathy.
Nick's going out with Kathy?
She knows he's my friend. How does that make me feel?
Did you tell her you were upset?
No! She doesn't know already. I'm not going to tell her.
You don't know if she knows, but if she doesn't, you're not going to tell her.
Exactly. Here. I've been cross-referencing a bunch of old reports trying to find a source for that newcomer hormone. Look at it. 3 months ago, this hospital reported a theft of 12 pints of newcomer blood. Gotta check it out. If you're not feeling too good, maybe you ought to stay here.
Of course I'm coming.
Here's something, George. 1 minute it's Little Nell, next it's Conan the Barbarian.
So I come in, I see the units are gone. I say to myself, Sal, what kind of a gun steals blood? But you know, you're from California, all the Michiganers. Nothing surprises you.
Michiganers?
You got your devil worshippers. Holistic this, holistic that. Oh, here are the donors of the missing blood. When are you due?
About 2.5 weeks.
Your first?
Oh, no, I have a boy and a girl.
The family, it's the only thing that matters.
John Adams, Ramon Navarro, it was all male blood.
Wouldn't surprise me if some schlemiel is out there drinking it.
Listen, could you get us a list of all the employees who have had access to this blood all in the last year?
Why not? I got something better to do with my time. I tell my wife we should move to Florida. You got the palm trees, you got the sun, you got the pompano. Oh, that's a very good fish.
Buck! What, Dad? What? Are you okay?
Hand me that magazine.
Sure.
Thank you.
Do you want some Vaseline for your frog legs?
No. When did your mother say she was coming home?
Oh, remember she had that late meeting in Century City, and then she had to go to a dinner?
Dinner? Why couldn't she have dinner here?
Because she was taking out a big client. You know, the human who owns all those airlines, the guy everybody hates.
Oh, I suppose he's more important than the family.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, hi, Buck. Hi.
Nemo? Hard day at the office?
No, it was wonderful. I couldn't have asked for a better day. You're never going to believe who I had dinner with. One of the most influential humans in the United States.
Yes, Buck told me. Nemo, my feet hurt. Could you massage them?
Of course, George. I'm sorry. I get so caught up with work, I forget that you've changed.
Changed?
Well, it's not your fault. You're just more dependent, more needy right now.
Needy?
Well, you just can't do all the things you're used to doing. Things tend to upset you more.
Don't tell me how I feel. You make it sound as though I'm some weak, helpless female.
Females aren't weak and helpless, George.
If I wanted, I could fall off a cliff and sew myself up.
George, have you had your lead supplements today? George, what is it? George? You have cottage strokes.
No, it's just, gas.
George, you're in phase 2. You better call in and tell me you can't come into work.
I feel fine. And I'm not taking paternity leave until I absolutely have to. Morning.
Hey, we got the employee list from the hospital. George, your avocado.
What?
It looks different. It's way up there.
Oh, I don't think so. Did you find anything?
Yeah, Victor Wemko's friend, the guy we met at the hospital, Don Zimmer. Up until 2 months ago, he worked as a tech in the blood bank. He's now working part-time for a contractor.
George, you're avocado. You're in phase 2.
I am not.
That's a good thing you shower Sunday.
I still have 2.5 weeks. Let's go see Mr. Zimmer.
George, you heard what Albert said. I think you ought to sit this one out.
I am sick and tired of people patronizing me. I may be pregnant, but I am still a man. Even if I have to prove it.
Zimmer? Yeah, he's up there.
George, take that side. Okay, here's the newcomer hormone we found at Don Zimmer's apartment. Have SID go over it, see if they can give us any idea where it's being made.
Right.
You know, I still don't get it. Zimmer's a human. How could he have outrun you?
Well, he's very fast. He's an athlete.
You sure it doesn't have anything to do with you being in the family way?
Is this a reference to my pregnancy?
Oh, just asking.
Well, maybe my pregnancy did get in the way. Maybe I was only as fast as a human.
Not as fast as Zimmer.
So, tell me, Kathy, have you ever had a human boyfriend?
No.
Do you ever get curious?
Sometimes.
Has, anybody ever told you you have the most beautiful lips?
Thank you.
And I would love to kiss them.
I wish that you wouldn't.
Come on, you're curious.
I think that it's time for you to go.
Come on, baby.
No, please don't.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
Please. No! Matt!
Kathy, you okay?
Matt, please no!
Hey,
guy.
Oh, Matt.
Kathy.
Matt? What are you doing?
Yeah, man, like, what's up?
I thought I heard, rats. I was just checking.
Rats.
Yeah. You know, you see one, and there's, you know, you got a real problem. And I definitely saw droppings in the laundry room.
Well, I think we'll be okay. Thanks, Matt.
Nick and I were going to have a drink. Would you like to join us?
Well, no, I'm pretty tired. And, you know, make sure that you don't keep Nick out too late. We got George's shower tomorrow.
Well, night, Pally.
Yeah, right.
Night, Matt.
Right.
All you pretty women stand in line. I can make love to you, baby, in an hour's time. I'm a man. Spell him A-N.
Twins.
Oh, Salim, no, just one. A girl.
It's a big girl.
Nemo, better open your gifts. I've got to get to the office.
Sunday.
Well, it won't be all day.
Albert, these are Halloween decorations.
Aren't they colorful?
It's a baby shower. And the flamingos are supposed to be storks.
I thought these were prettier. Sergeant Rankin. Albert, how you doing?
Nice party, Matt. You know, kind of weird, but nice. You want one?
You're awfully peppy today.
Am I?
For someone who didn't sleep much.
Well, you know me.
What time did you get in?
I don't know. 3, 4, 5, 6.
This isn't a hotel, Nick.
Huh? Hey, Kathy needs another soda.
Thank you.
Sergeant.
Oh, Albert.
Thanks, cowboy.
In the San Islas.
From the boys at the ballistics lab.
Probably laughing at me behind their backs. Susan, what if we go home and open the rest of these later?
This one's from the SWAT team.
How we doing?
Nemo, I've got to go. Albert, it was a wonderful shower. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Don't let him eat too much cake.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Wow. When I let cable stitch, that's hard.
Oh, really?
Oh, well, my uncle, see, he was in the Merchant Marines and he used to knit his own socks. He kind of taught me how to knit when I was a kid.
Matt, did you knit something for the baby?
Matt, are you going to knit something for the baby?
Very funny. Men don't knit.
But you just told me that your uncle taught you
Never mind. George, this is for me.
Open it up. Open it up.
George, open it.
Oh, wait, what's on it?
I'm not fat. I'm pregnant.
George? Oh, hey, it's okay. It wasn't expensive.
You all think this is so funny. Well, ha ha. I've had enough.
It's just a T-shirt, George. You can return it.
Go ahead, make fun of me. Well, I'm leaving. I will not be humiliated. Don't touch me! Thank you all for the lovely party.
Did you enjoy your stay?
Oh, yeah. It's a real eye-opener. Albert, that stuff's getting ripe.
It does smell good. Too bad there's so much of it left over. Sergeant Sykes, do you want me to save you some?
Take it, Albert. So, you and Kathy seem to enjoy the party.
I don't think George did.
You two are real cozy now, I guess.
Man, you're in a rotten mood. Guess I was chasing all those rats all night.
Just one rat.
I borrowed these. I promised to bring them back.
Matt, go ahead, ask me. Been dying to all day.
So, anyway, Sergeant Sykes, thanks.
Ask you what?
I'll see you at the station.
You know, go ahead, ask me.
Bye.
Okay. Okay, what'd you and Kathy do last night?
None of your business.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
If you don't want me to go out with her, why don't you just tell me?
You standing right there. How the hell could I?
So you do have a thing for her. Listen, why are you laying all this on me? Kathy's great. If you like her, just tell her. You gonna take me to the airport, or should I call a cab?
No, I'll take you. Tried to get to the airport lately, George? Can't believe the traffic. So, we get an SID report on the dope from Zimmer's apartment yet? Don Zimmer, the guy dealing newcomer hormone, remember? George, if this is about that T-shirt, I said I was sorry.
Albert, would you tell Sergeant Sykes that it is much more than just a T-shirt?
Sergeant Sykes, it's...
I heard him tell Sergeant Francisco he can stick his head in a bucket.
George, he said that you
Hey,
could...
Sykes, what's this SID report on newcomer male hormone?
I've been looking for that.
I told your partner this is not a priority.
Matt?
Albert, somebody speaking.
It was George.
Matt, what's in the report?
SID found traces on the vials of serum. B-complex, niacin, sodium ascorbate.
The man who owns the gym, Marty Penn, manufactures vitamins. He could produce the hormone at his factory.
Let's go visit Mr. Penn. I hate when this happens.
Matt. It's Penn. He has a faint pulse.
There's a one-way at 152. We need an ambulance at 4673 Sunset Heights Boulevard, apartment 1204.
Roger that.
The hell did he get hit with?
I can't be sure, but I'd say it's someone's fist.
What kind of damage? Was it a newcomer?
Maybe. Or a human as strong as one.
Marty Penn's in a coma. He's not going to be fingering anybody real soon. Obviously, whoever hit him was real strong. Drugs were taken. We know Zimmer was dealing. Maybe he was using, too.
I feel awful.
Phase 3?
No. Matt, if it was Don Zimmer, I'm responsible. When we went to arrest him, I had a power spasm. I couldn't follow. That's why he got away.
Is one of you Detective Sykes?
Yeah.
Your watch commander.
Sykes. Yeah, thanks. You're off the hook, George. Phoenix PD picked up Zimmer last night on our APB. Docs figure that Penn was assaulted between 12 midnight and 3 a.m. Zimmer couldn't have done it. He was in Arizona.
The only other person involved with the hormone was Don Zimmer's friend, Victor Winkos.
Yeah, and you heard what Grazer says. Stuff causes personality changes, psychosis. It's also addictive. And you know how junkies are when they need a fix. Come on.
Matt, I don't think I should.
Look, George, Maybe you are only functioning at human capacity. It's good enough for me.
I don't know when he'll be back.
Where was he between midnight and 3 a.m.?
I don't know. Lots of times he stays at the gym after he closes up. Lately, he's been staying all night.
All night?
Yeah. At first, I thought he was seeing someone else, but no way, Jose.
What makes you so sure?
Well, let's just say the muscle man act ends between the sheets.
I'm sorry, I don't follow you.
He can't perform.
You mean he can't sustain an erection?
Yeah, George, that's just what she means. He's impotent. I think I know the reason why. The same thing happens with steroids. Your boyfriend's back on the stuff.
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, he's just been acting so weird lately. He's been like a different person. And when I try to talk to him about it, he just gets so angry. Especially when we're in bed and he can't, you know. Victor hit me yesterday, and he's never hit me before.
You think we could find Victor at the gym right now?
I'm sure you could. Since we stopped sleeping together, that's about all he does.
That beating Victor gave Penn wasn't just to steal a hormone. It was payback.
Payback?
Yeah, he's impotent, George. He might as well be dead.
Why is impotence such a terrible thing?
Why? Because you're not a man.
What are you?
Well, of course you're still a man, but you're just not a man. I hate getting in these conversations with you.
It's ironic. In searching for manhood, he lost it. You humans sure have strange ideas about what's male and female.
We have strange ideas.
You make such a separation of the two.
It's because they're different, George.
Well, of course they're different, but aren't they two parts of the same person? We're made of man and woman. Aren't we then both male and female?
Well, maybe you are.
We both have a feminine side. Matt, I've been so stupid. I've been trying to conform to your human ideals of masculinity. In denying my femininity, my incubation, I have denied myself.
Well, look, George, maybe things are a little more complicated for you.
I don't think so.
Victor Wenkos, police, we want to talk to you.
Call for backup.
This is 1 William 152. We need backup at Penn's gym, Redondo and Olympic.
Roger.
Stay here, George.
Wait for backup.
I don't want him getting out the back door.
But I'm going with you.
No! See if you can find some lights. I got him, George. Rambo's got nothing on you, George.
You can thank my feminine side. I was protecting my baby.
This is 1 William 152. Where the hell's my backup? While you're at it, send an ambulance.
Roger.
Get 2.
No, I'm okay.
For me. I'm having the baby.
No, George, you can't. You're still in phase 2.
It's disattaching.
George, you told me. You said you'd have 2 weeks left. Whoa! This isn't supposed to happen. You said you still got 2 weeks.
The fight. It's brought on premature labor.
This is 1 William 152. I also need another ambulance stat for a delivering newcomer. The patient is a police officer. Get it here immediately.
Roger.
You'll never make it.
Listen, I'll get you to the birthing center.
Matt, you're going to have to deliver the baby.
Come on, me? George, please.
Get me there.
George, why are you doing this to me? No, I didn't want this to happen. Promise me, George. Just try to hold it in.
I can't. Undo my pants.
All right. Now what?
Place your hands here. Help me push.
George?
Push.
Okay, George, just hang in there, all right?
Now, put your fists against my temples. It helps dilate the pouch.
How's that? Huh?
It's coming.
Now?
It's coming.
What do we do? George.
Push. Matt. Breathe.
I'm okay.
Push.
George, how you doing? What?
She's not rotating. She's not rotating.
What's that? What?
Breached.
Oh, man.
She can't get out.
No. What can I do?
She'll die.
What do we do? George, talk to me. George, don't you check out on me.
Turn the baby around.
George! Turn the baby. Come on. It's okay, George, it's okay. Sorry. It's gonna be okay. Here we go. Here she comes. She's coming now. Okay, here we go. She's coming. She's coming. George.
Turn her face up. Face.
Oh, George. She's beautiful.
Vesna. She has Susan spots.
She's cold.
She needs the comfort of 2 bodies. Her mother isn't here. Matt, lie close to us. Vesna, I want you to meet your godfather.
Pearl 1, knit 2. Okay. All right, that's called a cluster rib stitch. Now we'll do a pearl stitch, okay? Yarn forward. Reverse it. Slip down, wrap it around, slip it off.
Now what?
Just repeats to the end of the row. Kathy,
Hmm?
I like you.